What's going on, everybody? This is a recap for the dots bias indicator. Today is Tuesday, July 8th. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go over some other setups. So the dots are only a portion of how I trade. I like to use dot setups as momentum uh, towards liquidity, some kind of obvious liquidity, a previous day high, previous day low, Asia high, Asia low, London high, London low. But I also have some mean reverting trades that I take, one of which I took this morning based on NQ hourly stats. So I'm just going to go through that. So this is market replay. It's a 1 minute chart. The dots indicator is up here, London dots down here. So this was about 9 o'clock in the morning. One of the statistics that Chris at NQ Stats has is the hourly stats. So what this little chart says is when the where my mouse is, when the previous hour high is taken in a certain time window, so 0 to 20 is the first third, the first 20 minutes of the hourly candle. So 9 a.m., this is the 8 a.m. high. So when this high got taken, I was observing price, and what this says is in the first 20 minutes, the 9 a.m. high gets taken. He used to have more explicit or more direct stats. So there's a 94% chance that the open of the 9 a.m. candle, which is right here, will get hit in this hour. So when this high got taken and we had these failure to close little wicks here, I was waiting to find an entry setup to get short. And you can see that there's a little bitty fair value gap there. So I think on this candle, that's where I got short, and I was looking for the hourly open. So I was risking these relative highs, so like 5 points of risk for a 13-point target, and that got hit pretty quickly. So again, that wasn't a dots setup. If you guys are interested, I will go over some mean reversion trades that I take in addition to the dots. And I went right through a dots setup right at the open. So let me go back to the open. So 9:30, the market opens. We have VWAP down here, that blue line. So one of the trade setups that I use, that I try to show the effectiveness of the dots, is something called the one dot entry function, where I wait for a column of all red or all green dots, ideally with some kind of drawn liquidity, an obvious target. And I will show you when they go red. So right here, this is the first column of all red dots, selling the close of the 1 minute candle using whatever the ATR is, call it 13 points. Close enough for government work, 13 points. And that's your one dot entry function setup using the dots bias indicator. I actually missed this trade. I got distracted in real time. And then I'm going to show you the second trade in addition to this one that I took. So again, how do I... We had Asia lows down here, which is, we had Asia lows, London lows. So I was looking for some kind of sweep, given we've been in a bullish trend for the past month or two at all-time highs. I was looking for some kind of purge, sweep of these lows to go higher. And that's basically what ended up happening. Why is this not working? Oh, that's a 5-minute chart. That's why. So you can see when the dots are mixed, I do nothing. The NQ is pretty choppy during this period. So, and I missed it. So this was the Asia low. When that got swept, I bought a close above this little inverted fair value gap, inversion fair value gap. I'm not entirely sure what the kids are calling it these days. And then I basically looked for 50% of this move from the pre-market highs. So basically for this, I just want a piece. So where the 50% level hit the VWAP, I think I was out for like 30 points, and it traded pretty quickly. So I had this pre-market short, I missed this dot setup, and then I longed after the sweep of Asia lows, the inversion fair value gap to 50% of this move, and the VWAP. So that was basically the day. There wasn't a whole lot to write home about with the dots indicator, given we kept kind of chopping around. But as far as the dots are concerned, this was a winner, literally right at the open. I trade usually to get 1-2R, and I call it a day. I called it a day after this second setup. So yeah, dots did their job here, kept you out of some chop, and then if you have other tools in the tool belt, the dots are good for trends, and then if you have a mean reverting strategy, like a sweep and inverted fair value gaps, that can work too. A good 1-2 punch that complement each other pretty well. So that's what I did today. Hope that helps. If you are interested in the dots bias indicator, there's a 7-day free trial link in the bio. Feel free to reach out with any questions. Thanks.